I'm Rochelle Clausen.
And I'm Nicole Trombley, and we're from Anatomyscapes.
In this issue of Massage and Bodywork magazine, in the Anatomy for Touch column, we are bringing to you the story of skin.
Yep.
And skin, we like to think of, and is truly the first few millimeters of every single massage session that we do.
Yep.
Skin has a lot of roles, but has probably been not emphasized quite as much in our training as the muscle system or of even the connective tissue system. But skin's got a lot going on, and so we want to take some time to elaborate on that for you.
Because, in fact, the skin is our largest organ. It's the largest human organ. It can account for up to 15% of our body weight.
Amazing.
It simultaneously is a dynamic protective barrier that's protecting us from external assaults, but it's also helping us sense the environment. It's one of our most innervated tissues and a major sensory organ that is so powerful and important as massage therapists.
That's right. So if we're touching this tissue with every single massage stroke, I think we should know a little bit more about it.
Right.
So that's why we wrote this article for you. And we also have put together a video that's from one of our recent webinars that's about the skin. So we hope you enjoy this. And please don't forget to head over to abmp.com/anatomy for some other digital extras that we prepared just for you. And we're live! Hi everyone, I'm Rochelle Clausen.
And I'm Nicole Trombley.
And we are the co-directors of Anatomyscapes, where we talk about anatomy as it relates to our work and maybe yours as touch therapists.
Well, and anatomy is taught for so many different professions,
True.
so many different specialties, and sometimes the way it's taught for one profession isn't necessarily translated into other professions. And so our focus is very much on anatomy for touch, anatomy for hands-on therapists.
Right, what does that translate to? That means, like, what do things actually look like? What do they actually feel like to your palpation skills? And do you understand how things relate to each other? So we have a couple fun things to talk about today. So first of all, skin, the epidermis. Skin is different on different parts of the body. Skin is different on different bodies. And skin is different over time. And so we're going to show you elements of skin for all of those different concepts, but we're diving into one particular topic, one area of the skin today, which is the surface, just the epidermis.
Yeah, well, as you were saying earlier, Rochelle, we couldn't just fix on one image to represent the skin nor the epidermis. It varies so much over the body. It is so distinct in texture, in color. We wanted to find something that actually represented more diversity in that sense.
But the epidermis, like, one of the things to think about when you think of epidermis is thinking about it as the protective outermost layer. It is the very, very, very surface. Oh, we're playing with videos now. The surface organization of the skin. So obviously, if we're talking about what you can see with the naked eye, we actually are talking about the epidermis, but this surface organization of the skin actually has some depth to it as well. Surface organization. So we'll share this one, but I'll say the first part. So surface organization, the skin is scientifically categorized into two categories, and they make me chuckle. Hairy skin, that is the technical term, meaning skin with hair. I had jokingly said obviously, or maybe a new word for you, glabrous skin. And glabrous skin means it's smooth and non-hairy.
Yeah, and so these are topographical categories of, like, what's the topography of the skin? What does it look like? How's it categorized? Hairy or not? Mm-hmm. So our hairy skin is what is over 90% of our body, our face, our arms, chest, back, legs. Our glabrous skin is a smooth, non-hairy skin that's only found in certain places. The most notable, palms of the hands, soles of the feet, and then some other regions such as our lips.
Your work. Right. So let's look a little bit at the surface texture differences. But even when the surface of your skin looks soft and smooth, it always has texture. Texture does a lot of different things. It enhances grip, it enhances sensory capacities, and it enables your skin to shape shift to accommodate your moving body. So we found this really cool video just to kind of, like, let your brain think about the adaptability of these ridges and furrows on your skin surface that likely allow the epidermis to dynamically shapeshift and be able to accommodate movement. So let's look at those two types of skin again. We've got this hairy skin mosaic, Hairy skin with its mosaic of gently rolling ridges and furrows, or hills and valleys. And isn't it a gorgeous pattern?
You know, and these lines, just like our fingerprints, are actually formed in utero. They start forming as early as 14 weeks, but through the second trimester of gestation, these lines are starting to form in our body. And just like our fingerprints are, this hairy skin mosaic is completely unique to each individual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's that. Well, I guess it would have to be, wouldn't it? But could you map it? I don't know. Maybe not as easily. Would you want to? So now we get to look at a close-up of the glaver skin. Okay, now we get to tell you. Go ahead and tell what the fun little dots are. I can't even believe that these are visible. I had no idea.
Yeah, you can see on the raised ridges here, you can see perfectly spaced little indentations. These are actually sweat glands that are the opening for sweat glands that
we have on our sweaty palms.
We have on our sweaty palms.
Our sweaty feet.
Yeah.
Who knew?